All right, Helldivers. The time has come to talk about the CB9 exploding crossbow. This weapon is unlocked on the democratic detonation war bond. And if you haven't heard it yet, I did a song for that war bond a while ago. I will add the link in the description. This weapon is something completely different from the other primaries. You get 5 rounds of highly explosive medium armor penetrating bolts, dealing 620 damage at 50 rounds per minute. This crossbow is a fan favorite amongst Helldivers, but let me warn you, it can take some getting used to. The explosive radius eliminates your ability to fire at point-blank range, or you will send yourself or your teammates to the infirmary. This can make it difficult to navigate when being swarmed. And we all know being swarmed happens on almost every drop. You can try to counter this by wearing light armor for more mobility and tactical navigation, but the downside to light armor with the crossbow is the explosive damage at close range will kill you in one hit. This eliminates the use of the weapon completely if you get in a tight situation. That is its biggest con. You're limiting your own ability to fire rounds. It takes a higher situational awareness than other weapons because of the explosive danger. It is similar to the R-36 Eruptor. The second con for this weapon is the slow rate of fire. Each round has high damage output, but the slow fire rate negates the benefit. You could choose something else and fire off more rounds at a target in a shorter time. The time to kill is too high on medium armored targets, the very thing this weapon should be designed to kill. This is not a weapon I normally run, but I will give you a performance review on threat level 10 missions against the different factions. Against the bugs, I found it to perform mid-tier. I was either in the perfect spot or unable to fire due to damaging my teammates or myself. I had to train around this problem by bringing a secondary to take care of close quarters encounters, or bring a support weapon, such as the Stalwart. I was also able to use the lift jump pack to escape the explosions of close range encounters and get to higher positioning for better use of this weapon. But overall, I did not feel like I was pulling enough weight for the rest of my team. Against the bots it performs better, due to the tactical nature of the bots' approach patterns. Cover and concealment is more important, which makes the crossbow fall into a better role. You can shoot from cover to eliminate groups of targets trying to flush you out with superior firepower. The explosive rounds drop berserkers and devastators in 2 hits. Although this weapon performs better against the bots, I am still suspect of its true battlefield potential. The rate of fire left me clicking that trigger with disappointment. I even found myself reloading prematurely, assuming I was out of rounds, when really it just wasn't ready to fire yet. Overall, I feel this weapon holds me back on the battlefield. Any good Helldiver can make any hunk of metal work as a weapon, and that's exactly what I had to do. I see this weapon carried a lot and I always thought it was a good choice, but now I am left wondering if I was carrying those teammates to victory. It would make more sense as a scout recon weapon, without explosive rounds to pull off some silent kills. But that's not what we have here. This thing is more like a light grenade launcher. Because of the slow fire rate, I would prefer the JAR 5 Dominator in all situations. Faster fire rate, reload speed, ammo capacity, and I don't have to worry about blowing myself up. I rate it pretty poorly in my personal arsenal, and felt like I was using my support and secondary weapon far more than the crossbow. I prefer a man's weapon that kicks like the thunder of God. Crossbows look and feel a bit weak. But that's just me. If you feel good with a dainty little weapon, then go right ahead. I do think this weapon does have a role if you are running a coordinated team. One where everyone knows you are using this thing and can support you in times of trouble. Likewise, you will be able to clear out specific threats that call for light explosive rounds. Unfortunately, I was not able to test it against the Illuminate, seeing that we kicked their asses back into the warp at the time I tested this weapon. But enough talk. I got planets to purge, and so do you. The next time you see me, we will be discussing the new Warbond rifles shipping out on the 15th. Also, I believe Super Earth has some treats cooked up for us, with the next tech dump heading our way. So, let's get to it. Dismissed.